I mean, good traders, but the top 0.5%, you get to know them personally. He has access to those traders. He can bring their tech and bring their algorithms to come to the tech team here. He can help them refine the bots. He also saw so many kids with these thick computers he talked about. These were the gaming computers for playing games on. They were able to mine Bitcoin in those days through the PC or the gaming technology, and then put them onto Binance and make fortunes over there. What Bryan wants to do, he wants to create $1 billion business here with AURUM, and he wants to create 1,000 millionaires. Let's have a listen.
I think if I have to sum it up in one word, it's ecosystem. At AURUM, we're building an ecosystem, and we're really trying to focus on getting this thing to a unicorn status. And what I like to say is we want to create 1,000 millionaires. And so if we can do that, then that will be $1 billion business. That will be a unicorn, and we'll be very excited if we can accomplish that. And we're well on our way to that. So
there you go. If you think that's a visionary leader, if you think that's an Elon Musk vision to create 1,000 millionaires, I don't think Elon Musk said that. But this gentleman, if you get behind him, if you roll up your sleeves, if you go to work, if you've got a desire and a passion, I believe we've got a platform that can take you from where you are today financially to where you'd like to be. Let's have a look at that. To get involved in the platform, no freebies. Bye-bye. You want to come in for free? Go drive a taxi. No freebies here, please. It's $20 for the year. Well, it's $19.99. Let's call it $20 for the year. This gives you an international fintech business, and a business that you don't need any staff, a business that you don't need to develop any product with, a business that there's no shipping orders or deliveries, a business that you don't need to deal with customer service or product development, a business with no rent or rates. This is a lean, mean machine for $20 a year. It gives you access to all of their products. Let's tell you about some of these products. My favorite is the EXI bot. Why? It's the longest standing. It's been around from 2023. I think maybe February 23 was the launch of this particular bot. By the way, guys, this bot was not available for retail. This was reserved for the high net worth individuals. This was reserved for the home family office. This bot was reserved for venture capitalists, and possibly something to do with that $12 million that was raised at the outset. That's what this bot was designed for. It was only September last year, I believe, that they opened the door to the retail market to allow people like ourselves to come on board and try the product. I believe because they were going to launch the exchange, they were advised that an affiliate program would be a great way to accumulate a community base, to accumulate lots of wallet holders, token holders, and that's why they prized open the door for people like ourselves. And with that said, let me tell you a little bit about this bot. The worst month it's had, I believe, was 9.3% in a month. That's the result. 9.3% was their worst month. The best month they've had has been about 23.5%. Now, on average, it appears that they're doing about 17.5%. I've watched it for this last 6 months. I think it did 18.5% one month, but in or around 17.5% seems to be its average monthly rewarding. And the bad news for you is, and me, we don't get 17.5%. That's what the fund generates. That's what the account generates. What you and I get is determined by the deposit we make to our own account. Now, I want you to think of this as a bank, and it's called NeoBank. Neo means new. It's a new digital bank. You're going to see lots of these popping up. Even the traditional banks you're familiar with will be moving towards these neobanks, but AURUM already have it up and running. They're going to have a native app for that very, very soon. Today it's available on Telegram. It's absolutely super. We'll have a look at that in a moment. But let's say hypothetically you deposited $172. Well, that's going to fall into the first category, and those customers will get benefits of in around 10%. If you could manage more than that, let's say you were able to do $444.10. We'll throw in 10 cents, all right? Because there's no packages, right? It's what you have, you put in, and where that falls depends on the category. So let's say you were able to do $1,001. Well, you're going to be in the third category, you're going to get 12%. So what you can see here is the larger the deposit, the better the rewards you're likely to receive. And the good news is the company's always making money. How's that? Well, let's say the company on average is getting 17.5%, and the bulk of the customers are getting 10%. The company's always making 7% on those accounts. For those of you that enjoy 11%, the company's getting 6%. For those of you that enjoy 12%, the the company's getting 5. You can see the company's always making money. And you probably would agree with me that the bulk or the majority of the customer base will probably lie between $100 deposit and 4,999. That's my reckoning. Bryan Benson agrees with me. He over in Binance, people started very small and then they moved up. But the majority of customers will lie between $100 and 4,999. And of course, that's where AURUM make the majority of its money. So that's good because we need a healthy company and everybody has to win. Now, can you take your money out? Absolutely. You can take your profit out any day you wish. And your principal on this bot can be taken out 3 days a month. On the first day of every month, on the 10th day, and on the 20th day of every month, you can take out your principal. There are a few anomalies around each type of account. We have 7 of these bots, but we'll tell you more about that. The person that brought you here will tell you how that all works. The good news is you can take out your profit every day. And the next question you're going to have is, well, what does that cost to take it out? Well, here's the good news. 1% plus $1. 1% plus $1. Incredibly low fees. I've seen platforms that you're charging 5%, 7%, 10% some platforms. My goodness, and here we have it for 1% and $1. Very, very reasonable arrangements. Let's take a look at a hypothetical account. This is it is actually a real account, not hypothetical at all, but it's not yours. All right. And this account was funded on the 17th of April. You can see bottom left, 17th of April. It was funded with 500, but at this point in time, it's sitting at 882. Now, draft your eyes over here to the right-hand side, bottom. Take a look down there, guys. What does it say? It says 9:36, 21:36. So that's the evening time. And it says it was on the 17th of September. So we're looking at a period from the 17th of April, when the account opened, to the 17th of September. We all know that's 5 months. And the data is showing the account has made 382 profit. Because 500 was the deposit, 382 is the profit, giving a total of 882. Is that good? Is that bad? How do you find that? $382 in 5 months. It wouldn't feed my family for a week. It wouldn't feed my family for a week. However, it's sensational. Why? Because to work out the percentage, you take the profit, which is the 382, and you hold that over the top of 500, which was the deposit, and you divide the 500 into 382, you multiply by 100%, that gives you the math. This account has achieved 76%. So put into perspective, imagine you bought a property on the 17th of April this year for $100,000. And imagine on the 17th of September, 5 months later, you sold that property for $176,400. Is that good business? Absolutely. If you bought a bar of gold, $100,000 bar of gold, and it went up 76% in 5 months, it ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen with real estate, but it's happening here, guys. It's sensational. Let's look at a bigger account. This account was started on the 10th of April with $10,000. Drop your eyes to the bottom right. 10:23 a.m. on the 16th of May. That's 1 day less than 5 weeks. Work that out, guys. 10th of April to the 16th of May. It's 1 day short of 5 weeks. The $10,000 account is sitting at $12,360. This account has enjoyed 23% in 5 weeks. Show that to any business person. 23% in 5 weeks. After 10 weeks, the account revealed $15,500. $5,500 is profit because the principal deposited was $10,000. After 3 months, it jumped up to $17,000. And after 4 months, this particular account doubled. Now, guys, past performance is not indicative of future results. Your account may not be the same as this. Your account might start with $10,000. And if you look at this little button that I'd like to tell you about, it's a little white button inside a green slider. Somebody says to me, do you know the little green button in the back office? I said, no, there's no green button. You know the little green slider? I said, yeah, it's a green slider with a white little button. To me, when you slide that on, what happens is your profit remains in Binance, or it remains in OKX or KUKA, wherever they're trading your account. They trade on lots of the big exchanges where there's liquidity. And I assume when their own exchange was into full launch, they'll probably draft across some of these bots back to their own exchange. But right now they're trading on these bigger exchanges where the liquidity is. But if this is on the reinvest is turned on, your profit remains on the exchange to work with your principal, and that has what's called a compounding effect. If you don't understand that, go to Google, go to ChatGPT, find out the power of compounding interest, and you'll see how incredible that might be. Now, of course, when you open your account, this is not turned on, and the company won't do that for you either. It's up to you to locate it. It's up to you to decide. It's your prerogative whether it's on or off. Now, if it's in the off position, your profits go to your wallet every day for withdrawal. So you've got a choice. You're in control of the funds, and I think it's super. Now, let's take another look at this account. That was the 10th of August. Can you see that? Well, let's have a look at the business yesterday. This is the same account ending in 1972. Started on the 10th of April, as we've just seen. It's not 20,000 anymore, guys. What does it say there? It's $33,871. So the 10,000 went to